Okay, so a few weeks have passed, and now it's time for part two of my video game collection. But before we go to the basement, there are actually a few updates I want to make because there are some games that I've gotten since then, as well as some games that I forgot to show off in the first part. So, yeah. Okay, so down here, I got the Sega Genesis 6-pack, which has Sonic 1, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, and Super Hang-On. I got this just so I could have more games in my collection for the Genesis, even though I have Sonic 1 twice on it now, but I'm used to that. Then going over here, I forgot to point out SpongeBob Lights Camera Pants, which I got because even though I have this on the original Xbox, and you're going to see that later, I wanted a party game for the PS2 and a SpongeBob game for the PS2, and I already own most of the ones that were on there on Xbox. I also forgot to point out Mario Party 8. These next two I'm going to show off are actually recent pickups. Like, I just got these today as when I'm recording this. And that's Shrek 2 for PS2, along with Resident Evil 4 on the Wii. Because as when I'm recording this, the remake of this game actually came out. So I got this just so I can get a little experience before I spend full price on a newer version. And from what I played so far, it's pretty fun. And now we're going to move on to my Game Boy games. So, yeah, I had to pour them out because it's a big mess in there. So we have this Powerpuff Girls game. It's called Focus. Mojo Jojo A Go Go. I don't really remember this game all that much, but nah. Sonic Advance, you saw this in my my Sonic collection video, so yeah, go check that out. We have Pokemon Pinball. This one's okay. There's a battery here because it's for a Rumble feature. Oh, I paid $5 for it. That's actually well, not that much actually, but Toy Story 2, piece of shit. X2, Wolverine's Revenge. And this one's also alright. It's hard, but nah. Pokemon Crystal. My favorite generation of Pokemon is Generation 2. So yeah, I love this game. But I gotta restart it because my save file got corrupted for some reason. Batman Vengeance. Play the console version. This one's just mediocre. Same thing with Nicktoons Unite, which I have on the GameCube. Oh, we got one of the Game Boy Advance videos. This is for All Grown Up. I found this at a used game store. Same thing with the other one that I have, which is a Fairly Odd Parents one. Zelda Link to the Past with 4 Swords. Link to the Past is fun. Never played 4 Swords due to it being multiplayer only. Super Monkey Ball Jr., my first exposure to Super Monkey Ball, and yeah, this is a really fun one. I'm surprised they got it on the Game Boy Advance. Super Street Fighter 2, my first experience with Street Fighter, and yeah, I'm way better at it now, and yeah, Turbo Revival. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, never played it. It was my brother's. Donkey Kong Country, fun port of the SNES game. Amazing Spider-Man, which I got for free from a friend. If you've seen Angry Video Game Nerd's Spider-Man episode, you know all about this. So, meh. Donkey Kong Land, fun, but terrible level design, in my opinion. Game & Watch Gallery 4, which I got for my birthday from a few years back. It's alright. Pokemon Blue, not much you could say. That hasn't been said already. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, which is my favorite handheld Mario game, at least on the Game Boy Advance. And then we have Sonic Battle, which you already know about, and Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. I do have Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, but I think it's somewhere out of nowhere, though. And now we're getting to the main purpose of this video, and yes, it's a big mess here. these are the games I have for the Xbox 360, PS4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch, and some original Xbox games. Actually, there's a bunch more in this bin right here, but those are mostly like sports games that belong to my brother. But the games that are on the shelf are the ones that I actually play. So over here we have some PSP game cases. I have more PSP games than what's here. These are just the ones that have cases. So we have Parappa the Rapper. This is the port of the PS1 game. Pretty fun. I do like the character of Parappa. I mean, timing is very weird for button commands, but what are you gonna do? We have Ratchet & Clank Size Matters. Didn't play this game all that much, so not much of an opinion to give. You have Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, which is, oh god, that's very dirty. But yeah, this is tied for my favorite Mega Man game of all time. I love this game so freaking much. And same in the other game that's tied for that is the remake of Mega Man 1, Mega Man Powered Up. The art style is very cute. I love the level design, and I really wish both of these were re-released on modern platforms, because they need more love. Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. I don't like this version of the game. Sonic Rivals 2, which I don't think I showed off in my my Sonic collection video, and I have the first one as well, but that's in storage somewhere, and it doesn't have a case, and it's $40. But yeah, this was fun too. And we have Naruto Ultimate Ninja Heroes, which is good, and Crush, which is very underrated. Moving over here, we have some miscellaneous Xbox games. We have Devil May Cry HD Collection. I've only played the first one. I do need to play more of it. Zone of the Enders HD, I need to play more of. It's pretty fun. If you like Gundam and Evangelion, you're going to love this. Disney Infinity 1.0, I haven't played in a long time. Hulk Ultimate Destruction, really chaotic game, a lot of fun. Viva Pinata Party Animals, really fun party game. I'm not a big fan of the original. The original Viva Pinata game is decent, but the Viva Pinata TV show is way better in my opinion. The Cars game, it's all right. SSX Tricky, fun snowboarding game. Over the Hedge, a fun beat 'em up surprisingly. Madagascar Karts, very pointless game but fun still. Angry Birds Trilogy, pretty good for playing it if you want to play Angry Birds on a bigger screen. The Incredibles, which is alright, and Shrek Super Party, which is very fun despite its weirdness. And over here, some of my Switch games are being taken off the space because there's not much room left, so I'm gonna take some of these out and get these out of the way in terms of discussing them, and I am going to discuss digital games that I own. Yeah, I had to adjust the camera a little bit. So we have Zelda Breath of the Wild, not much you can say, masterpiece. Mario Party Superstars, this is a really fun Mario Party game, one of the best. Mario Kart Deluxe, which I'm really glad I got this without ever getting the Wii U version. Mario Odyssey, this is tied with Mario Galaxy as being, in my opinion, the best 3D Mario game. Danganronpa Decadence, which has Danganronpa 1, 2, V3, and S. I love Danganronpa. I love this collection, and yeah. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, the only Pokemon game I've played since Generation 6, so, yeah. This is a really good retelling of Generation 1. Kirby Star Allies, pretty fun game, but too short, in my opinion. Lego DC Super Villains, I don't know why I have this on the Switch. I guess because maybe I wanted to see what it was like being able to play this on the go. Splatoon 2, played it for a while, never played it again because online bullshit. And then, of course, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Not much to say. Okay, for the next ones, I'm not going to really pull most of them out because they're either in weird positions or because I don't really feel like pulling them out. But we have Batman Arkham Asylum, fun game. Lego Batman game, also really fun. Lego Star Wars 2, my favorite Lego game and favorite Star Wars game. You have The Force Awakens, which there's no reason to get this now because we have the Skywalker Saga game. And we have SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I do want to get Rehydrated, but yeah. The SpongeBob movie game, really fun. There's Lights, Camera, Pants again. And then you've seen most of these in my Sonic collection. So we have Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Mega Collection Plus, Sonic 06, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Generations, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing with Banjo-Kazooie, Sonic Forces, and then a game you haven't seen, and that's Sonic Frontiers for PS5. We have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on Xbox, which is probably one of my most I'm very happy that I got this because this was actually the very first game I got on the Xbox, and now it's going for ridiculous prices. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I have the regular one up there, but meh. Really, really fun game. But certain roster omissions were very weird, but we're not going to talk about that. And then we have one of the most disappointing games of all time, and weirdly enough, the game that made me want a PS4, and that's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It's fun, but yeah, it could have been way, way better. And we have the Sam Raimi trilogy of Spider-Man games, Ultimate Spider-Man, which before this game came out, this was, in my opinion, the best Spider-Man game ever made. Shattered Dimensions, Spider-Man PS4, which is one of my favorite games of all time. I also own the PS5 version. Soul Calibur 2 and 6. So yeah, as you can see, I have these themed by series, and then until we get to Skylanders and where everything else becomes miscellaneous. So we have Naruto Rise of a Ninja, Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations, Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution, and Storm 4, Road to Boruto, Persona 4 Arena. And now, here we go. My favorite video game of all time, Persona 5. More specifically, Persona 5 Royal. This game is GOAT. I cannot describe how much I freaking love this game. Changed my goddamn life. I'm serious. And yeah, I'm really glad that I got to play these. I can make a whole video about it, but I don't have the time. And we're gonna talk more about this soon. But next to that, we have Persona 5 Strikers, which I really need to continue playing, but been distracted by other things. And then we have the last section of games divided by series. So we have Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, Giants, Swap Force, and Superchargers. And actually, as I said in my previous video, I need to rebuy Trap Team on either 360 or PS4, and I never played Imaginators. I have, but stopped playing those games. And now we get on to the miscellaneous section of the PS4 games. So we have BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, pretty fun fighting game. It helped me I got into Ruby thanks to this, but yeah, I could have had a lot more to offer. Catherine Full Body, a fun puzzle game, a lot of great horror elements. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. This is why I don't have Crash Bandicoot 1 on PS1, because I have it on here. And yeah, if you're going to play the Crash Bandicoot games nowadays, you're better off playing this. The Deadpool game, yeah, this deserves a lot more love. I love Deadpool. Demon Slayer: The Hinokami Chronicles. I love Demon Slayer, and yes, I upgraded to the PS5 version with the disc. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, best Digimon game ever. I love Digimon. And we have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot on PS5. Another very underrated game. I actually really like it. Injustice 2, fun fighting game. Kingdom Hearts 3. Gameplay-wise, best Kingdom Hearts game at least. But I think narratively, it's still Kingdom Hearts 2. That's my favorite. Mega Man 11, great game. Mega Man X Legacy Collections 1 and 2. I love the X series, and it was great having them on here. Mortal Kombat 11, another PS5 upgrade. Also a great fighting game. Yeah, I have a lot of fighting games for the PS4, and you're going to see more of them as we go on to the digital games. My Hero 1's Justice 2. My Hero Academia is my second favorite anime manga of all time, next behind Naruto. Resident Evil Origins Collection, which includes Resident Evil 0 and the Resident Evil 1 remake. So, yeah. And South Park's The Fractured But Whole. Fun RPG, but it could have been longer. And now for the next part of my video, we're going to be discussing my digital games, starting with the Switch. So we got focus. Okay, thank you. We have Cuphead, hard but a lot of fun. We have Persona 3 Portable, fun, but not as good as FES, which is to be expected. Neo: The World Ends With You, an amazing sequel to an already amazing game. And I already talked about the first one in the previous one, but here's the final remix one, which is, it's cool to play it on a big screen, but controls suck. We have focus. We have Shantae Half Genie Hero, which was a lot of fun. It was one of the first games I got for the Switch because there wasn't that much on there at the time. Mario 3D All-Stars, which I got mostly because of it being limited edition. And yeah, so great games. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game, which I also have on the 360. Very fun beat 'em up. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD. I was too lazy to get the Wii version, so I got this. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Trilogy, which I also have on the PS4, and I'm going to talk about that when I get to that. But really fun games. Shovel Knight, not much you could say about it. I haven't been playing in a long time, but it is a lot of fun. And then I already talked about Storm 4. So that's that. And now we move on to the final part of the collection, and that's the digital games for the PS4 and PS5. So we have Sonic Mania, a lot of fun. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. I only got the second one because I own the NES games on stuff upstairs. There's Ultimate Marvel 3 again. It's better on here because I have all the costumes. Mortal Kombat X, also really fun. There's Injustice 1, fun game. I love this. I like the story of it, and also I like the costumes that they have for the characters. Not to say the second one is bad, but I like it. I like them equally, but yeah. Then we have Genshin Impact. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. You've probably seen it all over the internet. We have Persona 4 Golden. Love this game. One of my favorites of all time. It's what got me into Persona. Well, Persona 5 got me into the series as a player, but I knew about the story of Persona 4 thanks to the anime. Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I only got digitally because I didn't think you could upgrade to the PS5 version with a physical disc, but I was wrong. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok, which came bundled with my PS5, but I haven't really touched it all that much because I've never played a God of War game before. Then the other game, of course, being Astro's Playroom, which very short game. And then Storm Trilogy again. And then Danganronpa 1.2 Reload, which, yeah, I rebought Danganronpa on here because I just love the series too much. Speaking of which, Ultra Despair Girls, which is not as good as the main series games, but still a lot of fun. And then Kingdom Hearts 1 and 1.5 and 2.5 Remix, which has Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, Birth by Sleep, Rechain of Memories, and then also the cutscenes from Recoded and 358 Days Over 2. You have Parappa the Rapper 2, which is better than the first one, and I've been playing it a bit recently. Dragon Ball FighterZ, fun Dragon Ball Z fighting game. Super Meat Boy. Personally, not a big fan of this game. I don't know what it is. There's Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, which, yes, I actually do have this through PlayStation Plus, but I want to get it once it's cheapened up in price. Team Sonic Racing is another PlayStation Plus game, but I don't really care for it. And Psychonauts, awesome game. Need to play it again. And then the last game we're going to talk about in this video is South Park: The Stick of Truth, which I've hardly touched. And yeah, that was pretty much it. That's my video game collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll see you all in the future. So yay, bye.